there's something about waking up in the morning and you walk outside and you hear cock-a-doodle-doo, moo, and all this stuff. It's just I walk outside almost every morning. I'm just like, man, I can't get enough of the chickens, crowing, and the cows mooing, and all the stuff, the horses and the dogs. I can't get enough of that sound in the morning. Listen right now. Listen to the cicadas. That knocking that you hear in the background is my wife. She's putting some trim on this window. Anyway, I just wanted to give an update, how things are going, and just talk for a little bit. I'm currently burning some wood. Man, it's been great. I'll say the biggest con, or one thing that I was not prepared for, is how hot it is in the evenings here in Oklahoma, and being outside a lot more. It's extremely hot. Extremely hot. I'd say that's one con. And let me give another one. Another con is I wish that I had saved up more money, or had more money to be able to afford some heavy duty equipment. We need some more equipment here. It's a lot of work, and that stuff only makes it a lot easier. But not complaining. We're blessed and highly favored. Anyway, life has been good. Still working. Still working on this homestead. Right now, my wife currently is doing the majority at home because I work a full-time job. So it's been fun. Still learning a lot. Still doing updates. Still burning little fires. Smelling the apple wood burn. Our peach tree did really well. We got all the peaches off of it, and they've been eating peaches galore. We're about to start canning, hopefully. Ugh, that's another thing. Bugs, flies, mosquitoes, and spiders. Oh my goodness, galore. And I don't mind, because it's like, wow, this is such a blessing, because look at how many bugs are around, and ants, and everything wants to live in this soil compared to the city. But it sucks when they're in your house. Spiders in your house, and you open the door and a dadgum fly gets in your house before you do. That part sucks. That's another con. Those are my 3 cons. Or 3 things that I wish I would have been a little bit more prepared for. But life has been good. I would have started recording earlier. We had one of our neighbors walk over, and she's an older lady, and it's funny, she told me this story about, because I'll give you a little bit of backstory. We were burning some brush way back there. You can't see it. Way back there, we were burning some brush that the previous owner had left. And I kid y'all not, this brush burned for 3 weeks. I kid y'all not. So we started burning or whatever. Thought it was out, within a couple of days, thought it was out. A couple of days later, see it smoking. Oh my goodness, these flies are so annoying. A couple of days later, see it smoking. And so we just was like, okay, well, we're just going to let it smother itself out. So my wife, she gets on the mower and she's mowing and all this stuff. And then we have that sweeper. So she swept up all the thatch. And then this was like 2 or 3 weeks later, swept up all the thatch. And then she dumped it all back there on the burn pile because it had been like 2 or 3 weeks. And last night we're in the living room watching a TV show, and Cooper comes into the living room and she's like, hey, are we doing a campfire tonight? That's what she calls it. And we were like, no, why? She's like, oh, it's smoking back there. And we're like, wait a minute, what? She's like, yeah, it's a lot of smoke. And so we jump up off the couch and run to the window. Sure enough, that sucker is blazing. And so we ran to the back, grabbed the water hose, and tried to put it out. But it was like, I was like, I'm not about to fight this. It was like 8 o'clock at night. It's like, I'm not about to fight this. I'm done. So we called the fire department, shout out to them, and they came and dropped 350 gallons of water on it to completely extinguish the fire. And anyway, so that's the backstory. So she came over and was like, oh, you guys had a little brush pile, I see, whatever, because everybody could see, you know, the fire department running code 3. You could hear it, right? And, you know, people are curious. And she was like, yeah, this is actually pretty amazing. Made me think about something. She was like, yeah, this happened, you know, a long time ago. She's been here for, you know, decades in this area. She's like, this happened a long time ago. One of our neighbors, you know, he had got a bunch of antique stuff from his wife that passed away, and it was in 2 boxcars. And anyway, somebody had ran some electrical work. I think it was him that ran the electrical work, but it wasn't ran right. Long story short, it catches on fire. And so somebody has seen it from the highway. That's how bad it was over here, apparently. And they had came over here, and her porch light was the only light on. And so they were like, hey, ma'am, your porch light was the only light on. I want to come over and tell you, like, your neighbor's house is blazing. And so she said, oh, so she jumps up, puts on her shoes and runs to the neighbor's house. And she just barges through the doors like, hey, you know, your house is on fire. Hey, hey. And she said by the 3rd time, somebody answered and came out. And so they came out or whatever, and then the fire department came and ended up putting the fire out momentarily because it sparked back up 2 days later. It was like mutual aid, 4 different fire departments. It was a big blaze. But what it made me think about was, you know, that story made me think about our neighbors and loving our neighbors. And that's an example of loving your neighbor. And if you know somebody that is living in premeditated, continuous sin, it may seem like you're judging, it may seem bad to them because they're asleep and they don't know that their house is on fire. So when you come barging through the door, hey, you got to get out of the sin. You got to, you know, repent, you know, like Peter, repent, be baptized. It may seem like, hey, why are you waking me up, until they see the fire. And they're like, oh my goodness, thank you. Thank you for saving me. Thank you for warning me so I could be saved. Anyway, I don't know. That just made me think about that. That story, or not story in the Bible, but that story made me think about, you know, loving your neighbor and being upfront and honest with your neighbor. You know, one thing that I've learned over the last 10 years is I would rather somebody be offended with me and not like me and not want to speak to me because I told them the truth to try to get them out of sin than for somebody to love to be around me. And in a sense, I know that they're going to burn. And this is just being honest, you know, that they're going to burn. Like, their house is on fire, and it's, let's say the yard is on fire and it's creeping up to the house, and I want to warn them, you know. I'd rather somebody be offended or somebody not like me or not want to speak to me because I told them the truth than them for them to love me and I continuously lie to them or don't tell them the truth. I don't know that this went left, but I was supposed to be talking about any updates on the homestead. Yeah, updates on the homestead. Of course, you can see the shops are in. Trimmed the apple trees. Been doing some updates. Updated. So we did both of the fireplaces in the house. Painted them mold wash or something like that. Stone wash. I forgot what color it was. Lime wash. That's what it is. Painted both of those. We've done a few things. It's been quite the journey, though. I'm having fun. Having fun learning. I'm having fun connecting back to the way God created us to be, and nature. Man, He created nature. He created Adam and Eve in the garden, and said, "Tend to the land." Oh gosh. Ugh. I don't know what that was, but it was huge. Oh my goodness. I don't know what that was, but it was stinking huge. Yeah, that's one part that I don't like. I hate bugs. This is like, forget the update. Let me wrap. This is like something that really stresses me out. I hate bugs. I need to get closer to that smoke, because they don't come around the smoke. They don't want none of the smoke. I cannot wait to play that back. I probably look so crazy jumping. I don't know what it was, but it was like that big, and it landed on my arm, and it flies. Don't know what that was, but ugh. And on that note, I'm gonna cut it short, and I'm gonna record again. I don't know. Give me a few days. It just takes a lot to record. I got the last thing before I go. I got the podcasty looking room set up. It's looking sweet. Not gonna lie. I may have to start doing videos in there when I'm doing updates. But it's something about this that's just authentic and just amazing. Something about the being outside. Ugh, it's just beautiful. Besides the bugs. Anyway, love you guys. Please subscribe to the channel. Like the videos. Share the videos to only the people that you think would be interested in our little journey. And if you haven't started the journey yet, go and start the journey with us. If you're not planning on doing it right now, then continue to watch, continue to follow our journey, and I promise I will tell you all the stuff that I don't like and all the stuff that I do. Love you guys.